Hello, my name is Dr. Krishna Spates. I'm the very proud principal of Shadow Hills Engineering and Design Magnet Academy. We are a 6th through 8th grade middle school in Palmdale School District. We are in Los Angeles County, and I have to share with you the amazing impact of the USC Breakthrough Leadership Institute. It is the one thing I believe has totally changed the climate and culture of our school community. I definitely have some data points to share with you, but I want to share our story a little bit. At the end of last year, this professional development opportunity came across my desk. I thought it would be a great opportunity for a handful of our classified and certificated staff to attend to think together about a common challenge or a problem of practice that we could address together and come up with a plan. I love the idea that Breakthrough Leadership, it was not a sit and get conference. It was a roll up your sleeves and let's learn the research, let's learn from experts, and let's put together an actionable plan that we can bring back to our campuses. Well, to my amazing disbelief, about 25 of our faculty and staff signed up to attend. Because this conference, it is an investment. I had to get cabinet permission and do a special presentation, but it was definitely worth it. And I was blown away by how many people wanted to attend this professional development experience. Our staff met together before we attended and decided, because it is a requirement and important that you do so, that you come up with your common challenge, or that's the language you use here in Palmdale, or the problem of practice that you're going to work together on when you attend the Institute. And so for our staff, our team, we decided that our focus would be increasing belonging, one for caregivers and two for students. So we went away to this conference. We got to learn from amazing Rossier faculty, read articles, and then put together an actionable plan that we could actually bring back to our campuses and implement as soon as we returned. Our staff was on fire when we came back. They led professional development for the rest of the team, and we busily got to work. Before I get into what we did, let me just share some data points with you. So this year, Shadow Hills has had, let's do this. We'll start here first. So this same time last year, I already see a 15% decrease in student suspensions. But what's interesting, because sometimes we can say like maybe that is subjective. But what is interesting is that we have had Shadow Hills has had the highest attendance rate out of all of the comprehensive middle schools. So there are 5 magnet middle schools in our district over 3 years. These are our highest numbers. And in fact, out of the first 7 attendance months, Shadow Hills has had the highest number out of 6 of those months. So highest overall for 3 years, and then out of 6 out of 7 months, we've had the highest. Last month, we had a 93.66 attendance rate, which is phenomenal because we know those are really beginning of the school numbers, but to get a 93.66 in the spring is pretty incredible. And so it correlates with our declining suspension data. It makes sense because students enjoy coming, students feel safe, their parents feel safe, all because of our focus, increasing belonging. So that has looked like many things while we were here. Part of our plan, our team has put together 13 community belonging events. This is completely faculty and staff led. They take on these events every single month, and we've had the highest number of parent participation. I'm going to say over the last 3 years, definitely did not happen this year at our events so far. And in middle school, in a traditional middle school, you kind of see a decline in enrollment decline in participation versus elementary school. And so at this point, we've probably had 1,300 families at these events during the year, and we're still not done. And I'm probably underestimating this number because I didn't quite check it before I started this presentation. But also, I want to share with you some additional data points, what the faculty said after attending the Breakthrough Leadership conference. So one of the questions, how likely are you to engage in discourse with your colleagues about disrupting the way we always provide support to our students? So the scale was 1 to 5. So 1 not likely and 5 very likely. 93.8% of our faculty said that they were now likely to engage in discourse with their colleagues. Another question, how comfortable are you reimagining how we can increase the feelings of belonging to our student community? Again, the scale was 1 to 5, 5 being very likely, 1 not at all. 93.8% of our faculty felt comfortable reimagining what belonging looked like at Shadow Hills. Also interesting, another question, how committed are you to executing the plan we created to increase belonging? 100%. Unheard of. How would you rate this professional development experience's impact on your practice as an educator? 100% of the people that completed the survey, everybody who attended, felt like this had a powerful impact on their practice. And then how would you compare the Breakthrough Leadership Institute professional development experience to other conferences you attended? 94.5% said better. So very powerful data points, especially for district leadership and principals. Oftentimes, budget can be spent on things, but there's nothing more powerful than investing in people because people are who get the results, right? And so our faculty and staff are the reason why we have increased the sense of belonging in our community, and we're not done. The reason why we have the highest attendance rates out of all of the middle schools, why we have a consistent decline in suspensions, 15% from this same time last year. And we know how the spring can be in middle schools. But we're very, very proud of that. And again, it was the Breakthrough Leadership Institute that completely transformed the culture and the climate on this campus with staff, and which is also having an impact on our children and on our families. There have been many things that have also come from this that we are doing, but Breakthrough Leadership was the inspiration point. Again, it is an investment, but those numbers are important, right? And so attendance, that comes back to us when our students are at school with us, and we will see the outcomes in learning as well. So we look forward to even just seeing the impact of the conference on student learning data, but now we're set in a position where students are coming to school so that we can teach them and we can improve student learning outcomes. So if you are considering, if you are a principal, I highly encourage you to work with your district leadership and see how this conference aligns nicely with your district strategic vision for your community. And if you're a central office leader, I beg you to please send a school, a principal, and their team. You will definitely see the bang for your buck, literally, in attendance and the increased data, all of the data that our schools are judged for on the dashboard. You'll see an increase there as well. And I'm happy to always answer any questions. And remember to continue to fight on.